East. For more, we can speak to Ziad Majed, a professor of Middle East Studies at the American University of Paris. Professor, thank you for speaking to Paris Direct. First of all, from the official side, what is the Lebanese government to do? It's supposed to be disarming Hezbollah, already a very difficult task. Its country is being bombed by Israel, who does not want to negotiate, at least not yet. So what should the Lebanese government be doing?
As you just said, the Lebanese government situation today or political condition is extremely difficult. There is a dilemma. On the one hand, the question of the monopoly of weapon, the decision of making peace or taking the necessary consequences of any war should be always the one of the state. But at the same time, under Israeli airstrikes, the continuous bombing of Lebanon, a million people displaced, it's extremely difficult to transform that into a real policy. Since the ceasefire in November 2024, the agreement that was related to the 1701 UN resolution with an annex, the agreement stipulated that while the Lebanese government starts disarming Hezbollah, especially in southern Litani, before generalizing this policy, Israel should at the same time stop bombing Lebanon, and a question of gradual withdrawal from occupied Lebanese territories should take place. But as the UN confirmed and as the peacekeeping force in Lebanon mentioned, more than 10,000 Israeli strikes happened during that period of time, making it extremely difficult for the Lebanese government to disarm Hezbollah, knowing that in Lebanon today there is a clear political division regarding the role of the party and its alliance with Iran. Also, there is a terrible economic crisis with the devaluation of the Lebanese pound, with the whole banking sector decline and collapse. And all of that is adding to the crisis, another one that will keep having its repercussions in the coming months, especially with an Israeli rejection of any ceasefire and with alarming declarations by Israeli ministers talking about crimes against humanities as if they are just like normal details, demolishing villages, not allowing people to return, which is a kind of an ethnic cleansing of South Lebanon by Israel that we are witnessing and might witness also in the near future.
Israel's stated goal is to eliminate Hezbollah, but is that possible given how deeply ingrained it is into everyday civilian life? Is that realistic?
No, it's not realistic. The Israelis keep comparing what is happening today with their invasion of Lebanon in 1982. At the time, Hezbollah did not exist. Already they invaded Lebanon in 1978. Of course, Hezbollah did not exist. Even the Islamic Revolution in Iran was not there yet. But the comparison with 82 is mainly about the fact that following 1982, the PLO, the Palestine Liberation Organization, was forced out of Lebanon, and its major or main groups were disarmed, and there was a demilitarization of the Palestinian refugee camps after also a series of massacres committed by Israel during that invasion against Lebanese and Palestinian civilians. The difference, and it's a huge difference, is that Hezbollah, even if it's allied organically to Iran, receives funds and weapons from Iran. Nevertheless, it's a Lebanese party. Its members are Lebanese. Most of them are from the villages that are being destroyed by Israel. And in the Lebanese sectarian system, what we call consociational system, Hezbollah represents, with its ally and rival, the Amal movement, they represent the majority of the Lebanese Shia. The Lebanese Shia are around 35 to maybe 37, 38% of the population, so one of the largest minorities in the country. And they are members in the government, they are members in the parliament. Hezbollah manages directly or indirectly dozens of municipalities in Lebanon, does have a network of hospitals, charity, orphanages. They have programs for families of their martyrs or of the members as well of the party. So talking about destroying Hezbollah is just a way of saying we will destroy large parts of Lebanon. And in any case, it's not for Israel to decide how the Lebanese condition and how the Lebanese political situation should be. Israel already has committed a genocide in Gaza. Its prime minister is under arrest warrant by the International Criminal Court. And this is not a detail because we keep forgetting about it. And all its wars are illegal wars. There are no UN resolutions allowing them. There is no self-defense allowing it. Plus, Israel is a nuclear threat to the whole region, in addition to the fact that, according to the International Court of Justice, its occupation of the West Bank and East Jerusalem and Gaza are considered crime against humanity. So we are in a situation where international law is totally absent.
Right.
There are problems in Lebanon for sure. Hezbollah poses problems for the Lebanese society for sure.
Professor,
there is a need to find a solution, but not through Israeli destruction of Lebanon.
Professor, just wanted to ask you, though, as you alluded to earlier, Hezbollah dragging Lebanon into this war after it carried out retaliatory strikes when Iran's supreme leader was killed. So we call this the second front of this war in the Middle East. But are there any assurances that that Israel would stop its strikes on Lebanon if somehow that war with Iran is concluded?
That's what is a big fear today, is that it's true that once again, a reminder, between November 2024 and Hezbollah's attack on Israel on March 2nd, 2026, there was more than 10,000 Israeli violations of the ceasefire. When Hezbollah attacked Israel with some missiles on March 2nd, it was part of opening a second front and showing that Iran can create throughout the Middle East a situation of war, of tension, in order to impose negotiations, modify the course of the war. Now the fear is that there might be a certain disconnection between the Lebanese front and the Iranian one, because if Iran, due to Trump's modification of his priorities, of his approach, if Iran manages to discuss with the US a ceasefire or the end of hostilities, it's not sure that Israel will stop its attack against Lebanon, because the Israelis are saying they want to create a buffer zone. They want to destroy all villages on the border with Lebanon. They want not only to displace people, but not to allow them to return. And they want to continue the war until they destroy Hezbollah. That's the official version. Now, maybe if America would put pressure on Netanyahu, if the deal with Iran is also a regional deal about calming down the situation, about finding compromises here and there, with also other conditions, especially if we talk about the French initiative, some of the UN suggested ideas about international forces in Lebanon that will help disarming Hezbollah, with a guarantee that Israel will not keep its occupation, will stop its aggressions on Lebanon. If all of that is on the table of negotiation, maybe we will see the end of hostilities in both fronts. Otherwise, if the Israelis are just running the war the way they want, we might have the disconnection and we might see the war going on and continuing in Lebanon for unknown deadline, or it's not clear how it will develop on the ground neither.
Professor, thank you very much for your time. Ziad Majed, professor at the American University of Paris.